The financial and organizational backbone. The success of the Lincoln Project's campaign is also a testament to their financial and organizational prowess. They have managed to raise significant funds and build a robust organizational structure that supports their efforts. Fundraising success. The Lincoln Project has been highly successful in raising funds, often capitalizing on Trump's attacks to boost their donations. For example, after Trump's late-night Twitter rant against them, they raised $2 million in just 48 hours. This financial success enables them to produce high-quality ads and sustain a broad-reaching campaign. Efficient use of resources. The Lincoln Project uses its resources efficiently, focusing on high-impact ads and targeted outreach. Their ability to produce content that resonates and goes viral means that they can achieve significant reach without needing a massive budget. This efficiency is a key factor in their ability to sustain their campaign over the long term. Strong leadership. The leadership of the Lincoln Project comprises experienced political strategists who bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the table. Their insights into the inner workings of political campaigns and their understanding of the electorate are invaluable assets that drive the organization's success. Looking ahead, the future of the Lincoln Project. As the 2024 election approaches, the Lincoln Project is poised to continue its aggressive campaign against Trump. Their future efforts will likely involve a combination of continued parody ads, strategic endorsements, and targeted outreach to key voter demographics. Expanding reach. The Lincoln Project will likely continue to expand its reach, targeting not only Republican voters, but also independents and moderate Democrats who may be on the fence. By broadening their audience, they can maximize their impact and increase the chances of influencing the election outcome. Collaborations and alliances. Building alliances with other anti-Trump groups and political organizations could strengthen the Lincoln Project's efforts. By collaborating with like-minded entities, they can pool resources and amplify their message, creating a more unified front against Trumpism. Adapting to the political landscape. The Lincoln Project will need to remain adaptable, responding to changes in the political landscape and adjusting their strategies accordingly. This may involve shifting focus to key battleground states, addressing emerging issues, or countering new narratives from the Trump campaign. A campaign like no other. The Lincoln Project's campaign against Donald Trump is unprecedented in many ways. Their use of humor, targeted messaging, and emotional appeal sets them apart from traditional political campaigns. By focusing on a specific demographic and leveraging modern digital marketing techniques, they have created a highly effective and engaging campaign that has the potential to significantly influence the 2024 election. Beyond the immediate goal of preventing Trump from winning another term, the Lincoln Project's efforts have broader implications for the future of the Republican Party and American politics as a whole. They represent a principled stand against a leader they see as a threat to democracy and set a powerful example of putting country over party. As the election draws nearer, the Lincoln Project will undoubtedly continue to play a significant role in shaping the political discourse and influencing voter behavior. Whether or not they succeed in their mission, their campaign has already made a lasting impact, demonstrating the power of creativity, determination, and principled opposition in the face of political challenges. Trump's vulnerability to satire and criticism. One of the reasons the Lincoln Project's ads are so effective is that Trump is particularly vulnerable to satire and criticism. His thin skin and tendency to react aggressively to any form of mockery make him an easy target. This vulnerability is a key aspect of the Lincoln Project's strategy. Provoking overreaction. By creating ads that are designed to provoke Trump, the Lincoln Project often succeeds in eliciting overreactions from him. These overreactions, whether in the form of angry tweets or public rants, serve to further highlight his erratic behavior and unpresidential demeanor. This, in turn, reinforces the Lincoln Project's message that Trump is unfit for office. Highlighting inconsistencies. Trump's propensity for making grand promises and then failing to deliver provides ample material for the Lincoln Project's ads. By juxtaposing his bold claims with the reality of his administration's failures, they effectively undermine his credibility and showcase his inconsistencies. Utilizing Trump's own words. The Lincoln Project often uses Trump's own words against him. By replaying clips of his speeches and statements, they highlight the absurdity and falsehoods in his rhetoric. This technique is particularly powerful because it removes any doubt about bias or misrepresentation. Viewers are hearing Trump's exact words and can judge for themselves. The broader impact on Republican politics. The Lincoln Project's efforts are not just aimed at defeating Trump, they also seek to influence the future direction of the Republican Party. By taking a strong stand against Trumpism, they hope to steer the party back towards traditional conservative principles and away from the populist, authoritarian tendencies that have characterized Trump's leadership. Challenging Trump's influence. The Lincoln Project's campaign is a direct challenge to Trump's influence over the Republican Party. By publicly opposing him and supporting a Democrat, they are sending a clear message that Trump's brand of politics is unacceptable. This challenge is critical for the future of the party, as it encourages other Republicans to speak out against Trump without fear of retribution. Setting a precedent. The Lincoln Project's actions set a precedent for future political activism. They demonstrate that it is possible to put country over party and take a stand against a leader who is seen as a threat to democracy. This precedent could inspire other political groups and individuals to take similar stands in future elections, fostering a more principled and less partisan political landscape. Promoting accountability. By holding Trump accountable for his actions and failures, the Lincoln Project promotes a culture of accountability within the Republican Party. They make it clear that leaders who engage in unethical or destructive behavior will be called out and opposed, regardless of their party affiliation. This culture of accountability is essential for the health of any political party and the broader democratic system. As the election approaches, the Lincoln Project shows no signs of letting up. Their latest round of ads is designed to be more provocative and impactful than ever, aiming to keep Trump on the defensive and keep his flaws front and center in the minds of voters. Whether or not the Lincoln Project will succeed in their mission remains to be seen. However, their campaign has already had a significant impact on the political landscape, challenging the norms of political advertising and showing that humor and satire can be powerful tools in the fight for democracy. As they continue their efforts, one thing is clear. The Lincoln Project is prepared to do whatever it takes to prevent another 4 years of Donald Trump in the White House. The Lincoln Project's campaign against Donald Trump stands out not only for its content, but also for its innovative strategies. Their approach combines traditional political tactics with modern digital marketing techniques, creating a highly effective and engaging campaign. Here are some key strategies they have employed. Viral marketing and social media savvy. The Lincoln Project understands the power of social media in modern political campaigns. They craft their ads to be shareable, often releasing them on platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, where they can quickly go viral. By creating content that resonates emotionally and humorously, they increase the likelihood that their messages will be shared widely, reaching millions of viewers organically. Targeted messaging. Unlike broad-spectrum political ads, the Lincoln Project's messages are highly targeted. They aim specifically at Republican voters who might be disillusioned with Trump. Their ads speak directly to these voters, using language and imagery that are familiar and persuasive to them. This targeted approach increases the chances of swaying the intended audience. Emotional and psychological appeal. The Lincoln Project's ads often use emotional and psychological tactics to create a strong impact. By highlighting Trump's failures and presenting them in a humorous light, they make it easier for viewers to question their support for him without feeling attacked. This approach helps to break down the psychological barriers that often prevent people from changing their political beliefs. Narrative framing. The Lincoln Project frames its narrative around a central theme, that supporting Trump is a mistake that voters should correct. They consistently emphasize how Trump has failed to deliver on his promises and has instead brought chaos and embarrassment to the country. This framing helps to create a coherent and persuasive story that resonates with voters. Cross-party endorsement. By endorsing Joe Biden, the Lincoln Project has made a bold statement that transcends traditional party lines. This cross-party endorsement highlights their commitment to stopping Trump above all else and serves to legitimize Biden as a candidate who can restore decency and competence to the presidency. The Lincoln Project, a political action committee formed by former Republicans, has been unyielding in its efforts to ensure Donald Trump does not secure another term in office. Known for their sharp, often biting ads, the group has become a notable force in American politics, leveraging their insider knowledge and media savvy to sway public opinion. As the 2024 presidential election looms, the Lincoln Project has intensified its campaign, releasing a series of parody ads aimed at both criticizing Trump and convincing Republican voters to reconsider their support for him. The genesis and mission of the Lincoln Project, founded in late 2019 by a group of well-known Republican strategists, including George Conway, Steve Schmidt, John Weaver, and Rick Wilson. The Lincoln Project was born out of a deep disillusionment with the direction the Republican Party had taken under Trump's leadership. These strategists, who had spent their careers electing Republicans, saw Trump as a unique threat to American democracy and sought to use their skills to combat his influence. The video transcript captures this tactic well, highlighting how the Lincoln Project's ads aim to make Trump supporters question their allegiance by showing them who they're really voting for and making them realize just how big of a mistake they're making. The ads are designed to make even staunch Trump supporters laugh while simultaneously delivering hard truths about Trump's record and character. Trump's reaction, a tantrum fit. As expected, Trump has not taken kindly to the Lincoln Project's relentless attacks. The video details Trump's reaction, describing how he lashed out on social media and in public forums. Known for his thin skin and inability to handle criticism, Trump's response has been predictably volatile. He has called the Lincoln Project members losers and accused them of using artificial intelligence to distort his words, a claim that has no basis in reality. Trump's aggressive responses only serve to validate the Lincoln Project's effectiveness. By getting under his skin and provoking such reactions, they demonstrate their ability to disrupt his campaign and draw attention to their critiques. The video recounts an incident where Trump's late-night Twitter rant against the Lincoln Project led to a surge in donations for the group, raising $2 million in just 48 hours. The impact and efficacy of the Lincoln Project. The Lincoln Project's efforts raise a crucial question. Can their ads actually make a difference in the election? While it is difficult to measure the direct impact of any single campaign, there are several reasons to believe that the Lincoln Project could indeed influence the outcome. First, their ads are designed to go viral. By crafting content that is both entertaining and informative, they increase the likelihood that their message will spread organically across social media platforms. This amplifies their reach far beyond what traditional political ads might achieve. Second, the Lincoln Project targets a specific strategic demographic: disaffected Republicans and swing voters. By focusing their efforts on peeling away even a small fraction of Trump's base, they operate on the premise that elections can be decided by narrow margins. Their calculation is that if just 4% of Republican voters can be persuaded to abandon Trump, it could significantly impact his chances of winning. The broader implications for American politics. The Lincoln Project's campaign against Trump is not just about one election. It represents a broader effort to reshape the Republican Party and American politics as a whole. The founders of the Lincoln Project see Trump as the symptom of a deeper malaise within the GOP, one that they believe must be addressed to prevent future candidates from adopting similar tactics. Their endorsement of Joe Biden, a Democrat, underscores the extraordinary nature of their mission. It is virtually unheard of for prominent Republicans to back a Democratic candidate, and this move has been seen by many as a betrayal. However, the Lincoln Project members argue that their actions are driven by a commitment to country over party and a belief that Trump poses an existential threat to American democracy. The Lincoln Project, a political action committee formed by former Republicans, has been unyielding in its efforts to ensure Donald Trump does not secure another term in office. Known for their sharp, often biting ads, the group has become a notable force in American politics, leveraging their insider knowledge and media savvy to sway public opinion. As the 2024 presidential election looms, the Lincoln Project has intensified its campaign, releasing a series of parody ads aimed at both criticizing Trump and convincing Republican voters to reconsider their support for him. The genesis and mission of the Lincoln Project, founded in late 2019 by a group of well-known Republican strategists including George Conway, Steve Schmidt, John Weaver, and Rick Wilson, the Lincoln Project was born out of a deep disillusionment with the direction the Republican Party had taken under Trump's leadership. These strategists, who had spent their careers electing Republicans, saw Trump as a unique threat to American democracy and sought to use their skills to combat his influence. The Lincoln Project's primary mission is to prevent Trump from winning another term. They believe that by peeling away a small percentage of Trump's support base, they can tip the scales in favor of the Democratic nominee, Joe Biden. Their strategy is straightforward: use hard-hitting, often humorous ads to expose what they see as Trump's many failures and flaws, both personal and political. The strategy, humor, and hard truths. One of the key elements of the Lincoln Project's approach is their use of humor and satire. Their ads often resemble roasts more than traditional political advertisements, filled with sharp jabs and witty commentary. This method serves a dual purpose. It makes the content more engaging and shareable, while also highlighting the absurdities and contradictions in Trump's behavior and policies. In the video titled, "Lincoln Project Puts the Dagger in Trump with New Parody Ad, Trump Throws a Tantrum Fit," the Lincoln Project releases a new campaign ad that mocks Trump and calls into question his promises and achievements. The ad is not just a piece of comedy, it's laden with factual critiques aimed at undermining Trump's credibility. For instance, it points out his failure to build the wall he promised and his lack of substantive trade deals, framing these unmet promises as emblematic of a broader pattern of deceit and incompetence. Targeting Trump's base. A critical component of the Lincoln Project's strategy is to target Trump's base directly. They aim to speak the language of traditional Republicans, using iconography and rhetoric familiar to them to drive home their message. The hope is to reach those voters who might be on the fence or disillusioned with Trump's antics and persuade them to either switch their vote to Biden or abstain from voting for Trump altogether.